Well, hello there,
Hello, hello.
Von Beanie.
Sorry we're like a minute late.
Oh,
Oh,
that's awesome.
Huh.
I'm drinking absinthe, or I'm drinking invisible juice.
That's funny.
Oh.
Ooh, this is tasty. I forget how much I enjoy this.
Ah,
You want a sip? Might taste weird after yours.
yeah, that is a little weird. Absinthe, and it's not bad though.
Hmm.
It's actually not bad.
All right, let's say hi to some people.
Okay.
There's Stacy. Says,
Well, I feel like we just saw Stacy. I don't know.
I know. Hey there, Cruise Nuts.
And Gina, I bet too. I bet Gina's
Yeah.
there too. Hey, Cruise Nuts.
Hello, Miss Anita
Hello, Anita.
and Mr. Ed.
Hello, Mr. Ed. Do you know Mr. Ed? The amazing Mr. Ed.
Is that the horse guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A horse, he's probably like, I'll play stuff.
Hey there, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff.
Oh, and Les says, good chilly evening, everyone.
It is a brisk 56 degrees Fahrenheit here in Plant City, Florida. I can tell you that. There's my mom popping in there.
There's ready for the holidays.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Oh, kind of. Not really. No, we're not actually, but we're getting ready.
Yeah.
We've been really busy, and we're still going to be really busy for a bit.
Yeah, we've got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you can see, the new background is up, and I'm also completely full of it.
Oh, hey there, Gina.
Hey, Gina. The background is not ready. We were waiting for stuff. There is a green screen. Behind the green screen, there is not much to see. We're not hiding anything from you, really. There's one snake enclosure back there right now, and that's it. So, but we're getting more stuff. We got some stuff today that we needed to get it set up, and we're getting another enclosure because there's going to be animals back there, basically. We're getting that tomorrow. It's like a 6 foot by 2 foot by 6 foot. No, 6 by 2 by 2. And then
that's
what's back there now. So, and then we've got skinks and geckos and stuff, but they're not there yet. They're not there yet. So it's really not that exciting back there at the moment. And we won't be this close to you anymore after this. Probably, we'll probably be back
a little bit.
Yeah. That's the plan, to make it a little more less of us in your face and more of a room kind of a thing. I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Kevin Camp says, Bon Beanie and happy Aloha Friday from the middle of the Caribbean Sea.
Whoa, hot diggity dog.
I'll try to watch until you buffer too much. We won't be home next Friday, but we'll be back the Friday after that.
Okay, that's cool.
Kimber, your hair matches the 2026 group sign a little bit. It also matches my
oh yeah.
This is more pink. Everything on the screen looks more orange.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a little more peachy with in the screen there.
Hey there.
Cruising scene. How are you guys doing?
How you doing?
I haven't seen JT in here yet. If he's still awake, because I know they're leaving for a cruise tomorrow. JT and Jen going on a cruise tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got some wild stash hairs going on there.
That.
Something's happening.
So, as you obviously can all see, Marty's not here. But I can go get Marty if y'all want her. So I'll let you guys decide. We kind of had we had a chat, and then we ended our chat, and then we wanted drinks, and then we were late. So I didn't grab Marty, but I can if she is desired. Just going to throw it out there.
Marty might be getting a boyfriend tomorrow.
We'll see.
It'd be a younger man, but
opposite of us.
Yeah, opposite of us. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what we can find. We're on the look. We're on the pull for a boy, but we don't know what we're going to find. So yeah. So there's a group cruise. That's what's behind us right now.
I thought that would be a good background.
Yeah, no, that's good.
You good with that?
That's good.
I mean, we're covering all of it, but
Yeah, absolutely.
Bring out the mascot, says Gina. All right, I need at least 2 more people to say it.
Either that or I can
Okay, there's Anita says we want to see Marty.
otherwise I can pull Tia out, but people probably don't want to see Tia as much. She's right behind the screen now, so it's exciting.
Probably sleeping.
Probably. Maybe she'd Cobra for him.
Well, maybe.
I don't know.
Is Marty a player?
We'll find out. We'll find out, I guess. Maybe. We'll see. Precious little Marty.
2 for Marty. Just be sure he's nice to her.
Well, they're not going to live together all the time. We'll see if they get along. They'll probably be out together, and they'll have interaction times. That's what we're going to call it.
Interaction time.
Which sometime will just be them indifferent to one another, and then sometime might be
we have
a little bit more adult
we can
behaviors
put a
going
playpen
on.
together.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it'd be a new kind of playpen, but yeah, we'll see.
didn't say.
We'll see what happens.
It's the playpen.
Well, I mean, I've kept pairs of bearded dragons,
visits.
and they lived together all the time, and it wasn't like bow,
Right.
chicka, bow, bow
We got 3 Martys.
all the time. It didn't happen at all, actually. The last pair I had, but I've also had them where I had to take males out because they wouldn't leave the females alone. So we don't know what's going to happen, but we will not put Marty in any stress. That I can assure you. It's so funny because it's green, I guess. That makes sense. Green screen, green drink. See right through it, but it blocks my face. I'm headless.
I don't know if we can do this. Probably not. Can you move the mouse?
I can move
What's that called? Keyboard.
Keyboard. Oh, she's going to be right up in their business.
I can't really see anything on the screen, but that's okay.
Marty's reading your comments right now, so don't say anything mean about her.
Can you see around?
I can see good enough. I mean, you can read them and all.
I can read them, yeah. Ew. Get that out of there. Hey there, Aunt Dee.
We just push her a little bit. I know, but
there you go.
I didn't want her to fall off the edge.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then who knows? Maybe we'll have baby Martys or baby dragons.
If they're baby Martys, what are they called? Fantasy class?
Yeah. Yeah. She's
Spirit class?
She's interested in something.
Well, we don't have food this time.
Yeah, I don't know what she's looking at.
She likes the screen. Maybe she's looking at herself.
She's been staying up later recently. I don't know.
Kevin says Starlink isn't all it's cracked up to be. CruiseNut says
No.
Marty, Marty, Marty. Stacy says hi, Marty.
Look at that. You're popular, Marty. What can we say?
Popular.
Is it my drink?
Popular.
Is it because it's green?
I'll teach you the
Oh,
right.
you see her? She's like,
Cool. You'll be good at
I think she likes my drink.
little thing you have to know.
It's
So
just
start.
she just got some
She's got a
condensation.
long way to go. It's popular. You're gonna be popular. What are you doing, girly? What are you looking at?
She's very busy. Anyway,
This is good. I might drink the whole bottle tonight.
well, don't do that because that's strong stuff. So yeah, so we've got a lot going on. Our D&D room is a nightmare because all of our cruising stuff that was in the studio is on the table in there, and we had to figure out how that's going to fit, where it's going to fit, and that sort of thing. We have ideas, but until we start actually putting them into practice, we won't know if they'll work.
Yeah, we were gonna move everything to the other room, and they were like, "Why don't we just leave it here?" Because moving it like 4 times seems silly.
Yeah, I'm hoping next week we will have things pretty well set in here. Probably won't be completely finished because we have lots of big plans to do stuff, but we'll see. We'll see how far we get. We'll see what happens. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? That was last week, wasn't it? Was that last week? That was last week,
Yeah,
right?
and
Thanksgiving?
we were not on last week, so yeah.
We were not on last week. That's true.
What did we do?
For Thanksgiving?
No, after like Friday. Well, like why weren't it was just the day.
I think we were just exhausted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were just like, oh, I gotta do it. Yeah, yeah, what'd you guys do for Thanksgiving? We hung out here, right? Isn't that what we did?
We did.
And I ate way too much cheese and sausage and crackers.
Did you finish the sausage?
Yes, I did finish the sausage.
Yeah.
Except for there's still pepperoni.
Okay.
But
Sharon says D&D Dungeons and Dragons. That is what the D&D is.
oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. And yeah, that's what we did on Thanksgiving though. It was exciting. We watched the Dolphins lose. That sucked, but
Yeah.
you know, I've gotten used to that this year. So
We watched Back to the Future.
yeah, we did. We watched a lot of we watched Pretty in Pink. We watched Back to the Future.
We played some video games.
We've been playing some Sherlock Holmes.
Well, but on Thanksgiving we played Witcher.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we did that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We went and saw Wicked with JT and Jen.
We did.
Last weekend.
Sharon says I didn't know that was still popular.
D&D?
D&D.
Oh, it's like
yeah,
it's like popular like it never was. Yeah, it's like become huge.
It's a different. Oh, okay.
What was that? Was that a yawn?
I think that was a yawn. Or maybe she was showing her dragon. She's like, "What do you mean not popular?"
No, so what happened is that, you know, Lord of the Rings movies came out and all that stuff. That sort of helped. New editions of Dungeons and Dragons came out. That sort of helped. Stranger Things was a big influence on introducing Dungeons and Dragons to younger folks. And then there's a YouTube thing called Critical Role that just made it take off like crazy, where actors actually play Dungeons and Dragons and voice actors, and so that got very popular, which is exciting for me because I've always been a big Dungeons and Dragons fan, and I got to start playing again like in the mid 2000s before it got super popular, but it started to pick up momentum. Before that, I hadn't played since like the 80s, so you know. But yeah, we play more
regularly than, not perfectly regular.
I run a game right now. We have other games we want to run, like Stacy and Gina. We played with them, and Anita and Ed.
Yeah.
But we want to get that going with. I know Stacy and Gina are interested in doing more virtual, but I run a game with Kimbra and our friend Viviana that happens like every other week ish. And then our friend Steve is getting ready to run a sci-fi game
that's going to be getting pushed off, but it will happen. I've got a really fun character.
It's going to be like there's like several people playing in that, so who knows?
Yeah, I forgot that when I was looking at that again. I forgot that my character was a bard. So my character is a bard, which is basically like a magical musical storyteller, kind of. Is that a good description?
Yeah.
But it's like a blob. So
we did, by the way. I played D&D on my second cruise. Second cruise I ever took. First cruise was just me and my ex. Second cruise, we went with friends, and they were my D&D nerd friends. So I ran a game in the buffet, like a one-shot game. And it was really cool because like a bunch of the staff were really interested. Like the people that worked in the buffet area, like we had like a crowd of, it was Royal Caribbean employees that came and watched us play for like probably 10, 15 minutes, which was probably, I hope they didn't get in trouble, but
what you yawning again
but it was pretty cool. And then on our group cruise, we played D&D, and we didn't do it on the wedding cruise because there was too much other stuff. But on our group cruise in 2026, Nope, wrong hand, Matt. In 2026, sorry, Marty. There will be D&D for sure. So if you're on that group cruise and you want to try it, or you're already playing,
And
there will be
depending on how
opportunities.
many people are interested, there is a potential possibility of like running multiple games we've
Oh, yeah.
talked about, because we've had some interest from so many people that running a game with that many people won't be as fun. So
Right.
we've talked about maybe running kind of 2 sessions of maybe the same thing, but at kind of different levels.
Mhm.
So people that have played before and then newbies, or a mix, not sure yet.
Yeah, because it'll probably be watered down D&D if it's just mostly newbies, because we don't have time. You know, like when we play D&D, sometimes we're playing for like 6 to 8 hours. So because we're nerds. But on the ship, we're not going to do that. We're going to play for like maybe 2 or 3 hours at the most. So it'll be simplified so that it's not intimidating anybody, and it'll just be about having the experience, having fun. But if we have some more experienced people, we could still run a shorter game and maybe make it a little. We could just do some pre-cruise work with people and get their characters sorted out, stuff like that.
Say, what do you
So-
think about co-DMing?
What do you mean by that?
Well, because we've talked about like doing a couple different sessions with like different groups or levels of experience. And I know at one point in time we talked about maybe having people that know what they're doing kind of sit in the background and help. But what if the 2 of us kind of co-DM'd?
I don't know. We
I
could
don't
try.
know. I don't really like DMing, so I don't know
I was
why
gonna say
I'm
I
saying that.
don't really know that would be beneficial unless like you wanted to not play and just kind of help, but depends on who's on there.
I mean, I like to play.
Right. So
whatever. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Your mom says Marty's looking so cute. And now she's looking at me. You want some port? Oh.
Don't let her drink it. Jeez.
She just licked my cup.
I know. You're gonna get her drunk.
You want some port?
No, don't give her that. That's
it's
bad.
empty.
Oh, well.
You want some port?
She's just curious about it. Maybe she's hungry.
My princess. I gave her worms yesterday. We need to get her some salad. I don't know if your blueberries are good. I'd give you a blueberry, but I don't think they're good anymore.
I don't think so. It's not like she's starving. She may tell you she's starving, but this is not a starving lizard. In fact, just like your parents, you could stand to miss a couple meals.
Wow. Can you believe he said that to you? How does that make you feel? Stop looking at the light. You'll go blind. Stop. Stacy said, yay, D&D 2 or 3 hours would be good.
Yeah, when you guys, so Stacy and Gina are coming in February to go on a cruise, and they're going to hang out with us.
We should play with them.
Yeah, we could probably run a D&D night.
Yeah.
Or something. Maybe that's when, because JT keeps saying that he wants to experience that. Maybe that's when we do that too. Or something. I don't know.
Oh, that is not a weekend. I was gonna say if that was a weekend with Viviana, you could figure out a way to like loop in a thing with them.
I'd rather just
doesn't
make
matter.
it.
It's not. So
yeah. I'd rather just do it with them anyway. Nothing against Viviana, of course, but just because I think that makes more sense. We can, because they technically have characters, so we can either
that's true. If they wanted
to
play those characters.
What do you think about that?
And then we could try and get JT and Jen in on it. Oh, what is on you? You got some lettuce on you or something? What? Oh, okay. You had lettuce on your side.
It's weird.
Weirdo.
It's really weird. Yeah, no, I can't.
You little freak. You want a boyfriend? A really red one? He'll be super hot. He's red. Get it? Like hot.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
Oh, Anita says we'll bring our D&D stuff on the cruise.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing, because we played with those guys virtually, and it was fine, but
It's so much different in
it's
person.
a much more enjoyable experience in person. Also, once you kind of play in person, it's probably easier to play virtually
Yeah.
as well, because there's a lot to D&D when you first start. There's a lot, but once you kind of get the hang of it, it's pretty easy.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna go pour more port
okay,
while you talk to them.
is anyone else going on a cruise here soon? I guess JT must have crashed. Anybody else getting ready to? I'm sorry, that was probably really creepy. But also, hey, StreamYard kicked us back up to 1080. That not for us, but it's just started doing 1080. My microphone's getting weird. So hopefully we're a little bit more clear tonight. Like visually, we're a little more crisp. Hopefully.
You're talking about StreamYard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw
Because
that.
we're 1080, so we should be streaming at 1080 in theory.
It's like we
In
decided
theory.
to reset the computer area, and then we also decided to realize what we were paying for.
Yeah. I guess we had defaulted to 720p, and
well, because this version used to only be 720,
Mm.
and I guess whenever they switched to 1080, whenever that was, they didn't like switch it, and since
didn't automatically do it.
I never look at the settings because it's always just there.
Mm. Yeah.
We never changed it.
Yep.
Stacy says video looks good.
Good.
Marty's looking
Good
at my
deal.
wine again.
Yeah.
Do you want another sip?
Irresponsible.
I'm giving her the non-sipping side. I can switch it.
She's not old enough. Oh, you see her go? She's like gonna lunge at you. Now you're just teasing her. Poor little thing.
Oh, my princess.
She doesn't look as red on here as she does in person.
No, she doesn't. This camera
She's got a
or
little
whatever.
bit of orange. She's not
Her
as
chin is real orange right now.
yeah. She's not as colorful right now as she is when she's outside. I don't know if she's getting
Her
any
color's
shed.
outside. She's got like some weird shed, I think, going on here. Her head is a little sheddy. Let's see. We will be on a cruise 1 year from today, 12/6/25.
Okay. Who said that?
Ed.
Oh, okay.
Stacy
That's
says
cool. Christmas cruise.
Yeah,
Well, no, not quite.
Pre-Christmas cruise.
Pre-Christmas cruise, yeah.
Stacy said, "Did you get your internet fixed? Because it's working good so far."
No, you shouldn't have said that out loud.
Yeah,
So we did.
Hold on. Hi, Paul.
Hey, Paul. We did unplug and replug in.
I unplugged everything.
So
Crawling all over the floor.
I don't have high hopes that that fixed stuff, but you never know.
Yeah, but like I unplugged literally everything.
You never know.
There were boxes with no strings attached. Cords.
So yeah.
Marty, you should look at the camera because the back of your head is beautiful, but nobody wants to see that. They want to see your beautiful face.
But she just wants to look at us.
Because she's a princess. Les says 57 days till they cruise.
Nice.
And Stacy said, oops. I'm so excited for tomorrow.
Yeah?
Yep. I hope we find a perfect dragon for us. A second perfect dragon, because we've already got the number one.
Say, did you hear that? Did you hear that, Marty?
You know.
Perfect. You're just a dragon. You're not the perfect
now
dragon.
You know that's not true. Marty is my perfect dragon. You've already said that when we sit on the couch, you won't hold her. You'll hold the other one.
Well, I'm just saying she'll be on your lap and the boy will be on my lap.
Because you like the boy better. You don't even love Marty.
Wow. Really?
I can't believe you'd say that.
That's what I have to deal with all the time.
Isn't that what you just said?
No, that's not at all what I just said.
Why would you choose him over her?
I didn't say that.
He doesn't even exist yet, and you've chosen him over Marty.
Well, then I guess we just won't get one tomorrow.
I want one. This is strong wine.
Yeah, you should probably be careful. That's port. It's not regular wine.
I know. That's all I had in the fridge. And I don't have a stopper for it. So if I don't finish it, it's no good.
Well, you're not going to finish that whole bottle. You'd be dead.
Does Marty have a dowry?
What?
Les says, does Marty have a dowry?
No, she does not have a dowry. Put your tail down.
The shed comes out of your nose so good. I always see the videos where people pull shed out of bearded dragon or lizard noses, and I like really want to do that. But
Churro's got shit in his nose right now.
Oh, you gonna pull some out of Churro's nose?
No, I'm not.
We got Churro a new light, and he's like really loving it. And it's doing good on top of that wire.
There's an ant.
No.
There was just
No.
an ant. Okay.
I don't believe it. Your mom says they don't get any more perfect than Marty. That's right, my precious princess. She's like the star of the show. Really, people come here to watch her.
I know, we should just leave her on there.
People would sit and watch her.
I don't think so.
I know at least 2 people that would sit and watch her.
My mom and Anita?
Yeah. You're so inquisitive today. What are you looking at? Is it the green screen?
She's like, there's a lot of green in this room. And people think lizards are green. And some of them are, but this one is orange.
Has anyone seen any movies? There's a lot of like new movies, like big movies
coming
out.
We just sort of watched Moana. We were painting things.
You want to show off our things?
Yeah, you want to grab them?
Sure. Okay. Did you see her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you coming with me, or you just didn't it look like she was getting ready to like?
What are you doing? You want to walk on my hat? No. Is it the light that you see? What? You want to lick my finger? No?
Yeah, yours looks a lot better than mine, Matt.
So these are for. I got a new jumping spider, and Kimbra now wants a jumping spider.
I'm trying to get over the fear.
That's what she keeps saying, but we. Oh well.
Oh, it just looks black.
Well, that's because. And the green screen thing.
Oh, you want me to turn that off?
Yeah, I can do that. You'll just see green behind us for a minute. Let's see. Virtual background.
Just change it to none.
There we go. Okay. So she printed these. Yeah, it does look a little darker than it actually is in reality. But this is going to go in a little jumping spider habitat, and then she's got one. The jumping spider that she may also be getting tomorrow.
I'll let you show off mine because you're in a better angle.
But we painted these tonight. She printed them the other day. This is her. Look how good that looks. She's like, it looks better than mine. No, it doesn't. The little hobbit door. That's cute.
That of course was painted purple.
Of course.
I debated. I really, but I was like, I want to get a real girly spider, so I've got to make it a girly door.
Jumping spiders get like this big, and this will be in the middle. They'll never use it. They'll be up in the top the whole time, but it's there if they want to enjoy it. So that's what we did tonight. We got home from work. We ate food and we painted that. Well, we did. Oh, I drilled holes. And their little.
My door actually turned out okay.
It turned out really good. It looks good. Yeah, it looks really good.
That.
Yeah.
Did you see that? I'm gonna show off my door again. Look at that door. Okay.
We still have to Mod Podge them, just seal it in, but other than that, we're good. All right, I'll turn the green screen back on so we look cool again. There we go.
Let's see. So to just watching Marty, your mom says yep, and Anita says yep. Except Anita has one more exclamation point.
Oh.
Les says, neat, watched on TV tonight where there's a company 3D printing houses. I would
Mhm.
love to live in a 3D printed house.
Yeah, we've watched some
Yeah.
videos on that. It's pretty cool.
And Stacy said those are awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
When they're complete, we'll show them again. But right now, like the whole little enclosure.
Yeah, I'd show you the spider, but somebody would eat it. Like if I had the spider on my finger, look at her. She's looking at my finger. She's like, "What? You have something for me?" You're looking at my hand. Boop, boop. Maybe we'll bring you some treat worms tomorrow.
Green ones?
Yeah.
She likes the green
some
ones.
of the big horn worms.
Yeah.
She likes those. They're squishy.
She likes them real good.
Mm-hmm.
They goop all over the place. They're real big. They start little and they grow really plump really fast. She'll eat them at any size, but when they're real big and goopy, they really
squirt.
Oh yeah, they do. Bite
like-
into it and it goes.
It's like biting into a water balloon. No.
She likes them.
Mm-hmm. Everybody likes those.
Mhm.
Those are real
I'll
popular.
give one to Molly. Molly's the spider.
She ate a little bitty one.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
liked it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's a special treat. They don't get them that often because they're
They're-
fatty, aren't they?
They're kind of fatty, and they're they're mostly water. I think is the big thing with those.
Yeah.
But they're a good treat.
You're very like alert.
It is very alert. Yeah.
Stacy said, "Yummy."
They're expensive though. They're
Oh,
like
look at yours.
they're like 50 cents a worm or something like that. They're kind of pricey.
Oh, I see your little pot. Oh yeah, you had a lot more detail on yours.
Yeah, there was a lot of little things on there.
You got slime inside the bucket.
I don't know. I kept trying different colors and I just ended up with green.
It's probably good that you missed that whole back side.
I didn't actually. It just didn't take because I definitely got it in there.
That's fine. I believe you. I'm glad I picked the one I did. We were debating on which one we wanted. We were going back and forth. His ended up having a lot more detail, which is good because he's the artist guy. And I'm not the artist girl.
Speaking of art, so I posted those coloring pages that I did at work on the Fantastic Cruising community. If you guys are interested, I would be willing to do some coloring pages, and if people colored them and like posted them, then I would make more. So if that's something anybody's interested in, let me know, because I don't want to do it if nobody cares. But if people would actually do something with them, then I would do that. I thought about even making like a coloring book.
You were supposed to make me coloring pages.
Or something like that. I'm supposed to make you coloring pages?
You told me you were going to make me coloring pages.
Well, there you go. So this could be a dual purpose thing.
I would like a bearded dragon. I got new markers.
Mm.
Hey there, Larry.
Hey, Larry.
He's eating dinner right now. What are you eating?
Oh.
Spaghetti? For some reason, every time you say you're eating, I feel like it's got to be spaghetti. I don't know why I associate you eating spaghetti.
I don't either. He's not Italian. He's Canadian.
But wouldn't it be really funny if he said
You should
spaghetti?
picture him eating poutine or maple syrup.
No, Larry eats spaghetti.
Spaghetti with maple syrup?
Ew. I don't think that sounds good.
So I'm not going to tell you to try it.
Apparently, biscuits with chocolate gravy is a thing.
Yeah.
That just spaghetti with maple syrup just made me think of that. I know we ate dinner, but I'm like wanting a snack.
We have pretzels.
Those are your pretzels.
They're
All my snacks are gone.
okay.
I ate all my snacks.
I don't know what else to say. I got nothing else.
You've got nothing? Stacy's finishing dinner as well. What do you have for dinner, Stacy?
Poutine? He's close to Canada.
Yeah, I don't see Stacy. I see Stacy eating like a Salisbury steak.
A Salisbury steak?
Yep.
Really? I like Salisbury steak. I see Stacy eating like an enchilada or a taco.
Yeah, I can see that.
But that's probably because when they were down here the one time, we went to a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
So that's probably
Larry
why
says,
I have that association.
ironically, I'm eating habitant pea soup. I'm
What?
back on Ozempic again. Small
Hmm.
appetite. Had poutine for lunch.
Ah! I don't know what that pea soup
Some kind of pea soup.
is. That like a brand name? What is that? Is that a type
Is
of
that
pea
a
soup?
Canadian thing?
Anita broke your laser, Ed. What? What does that mean? Your laser cutter? First of all, how?
Oh, it's a brand.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anita, don't blame that on her. She's precious and did nothing wrong. No, Les loves pea soup. Oh, Anita says I did not. And Ed says she's so mean. Okay, I feel like this is something you guys need to work out together. But I'm on Team Anita.
Oh.
Stacy said I like both of those, but I had a couple of ham sandwiches. It's a canned soup, a brand in Canada. I assume you had it in America.
If we do, it's not like around here. Not commonly.
I mean, I've never had pea soup. Wow, this stuff is strong. I like really feel it. I'm sorry, guys. My lips are becoming a little bit numb, which is how I know.
You should probably stop.
Well, I gotta finish this glass. I can't waste
How
this.
much is left?
Enough.
Okay.
I didn't fill it all the way.
Okay. All right.
Oh, Anita had French toast for dinner. Oh, I love French toast. Oh, I really love. Larry says split pea soup. Kimber never had any kind of pea soup.
I have. I like pea soup as well.
Does it taste like peas?
I mean, not like if you just ate peas. I wouldn't say it's the same as that, but there is a. I mean, there's a pea element.
I'm just not.
To it.
I'm just not like a big pea fan.
I thought, didn't you used to eat peas like as a child?
According to my mother.
Yeah.
She
said you were a big pea fan.
I also like fish sticks and ketchup, and guess what I don't eat now?
Oh, that's valid.
I do still eat mushrooms, though. That is one of those things that I have not stopped.
Did that sound scary, Marty? Are you like getting ready to book? Or are you getting ready to poop?
Or sleep.
Well,
it's real bright in here.
Maybe.
I'm hot.
It's probably from the alcohol.
It's probably. Ed says, just kidding. Our laser went out. Ordered another one. Just waiting for it to arrive.
Like a part, or did you have to buy a whole new machine? Are those expensive? Those are probably expensive. I'm sure you've made it back in craft shows, but.
Larry says it's not like peas and carrots. It's different.
Right.
Les says ham and split pea soup.
Mm-hmm.
Stacy says mushrooms are awesome. That's right.
Where did that come from?
I said I like mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
And who's the drunk one? Anita says Marty is active tonight. She is.
She is active.
She's like wild.
That's paint on my finger, just so in case you guys are curious.
Paint, he says.
You're gonna bite my finger? You're thinking about it, aren't you?
It says just the laser part, not real bad, $400. Would she lick it or bite it?
She licked it.
Les says I like all kinds of mushrooms. I used to climb trees to get them. When I was younger, my grandparents lived like out in the woods, and we used to go mushroom hunting, and then we'd come back and he'd cook the mushrooms.
Oh.
I loved those mushrooms. Larry said, did I miss anything about the cruise? Nope.
Oh, well, you did actually,
Oh,
Larry.
well, that's true.
Because we're
We
talking
talked about
about
D&D.
playing Dungeons and Dragons on there, but that's it. Nothing else besides that.
And we've talked about that before.
Yeah. Valid. Secret is just learn the poisonous ones. Yeah, you got to know your mushrooms.
I mean, it was like the mushrooms that, what are they called? Like, it starts with an M, like Morelia or something like that.
Morelia is a genus of python. So,
Morel.
there you go.
Python mushrooms, same thing, right?
Sure.
Why you, what?
Nothing. No, I'm. It's fine.
Matt's gonna make some cute little signs for all of our animals, so that I can learn their species scientific name. That's the word. Yeah. Larry says Marty is growing big. Hi, Marty.
She's just closer to the camera.
Larry, you did miss that tomorrow we are going to Repticon, and Marty might be getting a boyfriend.
Oh, what do you think about that, Marty?
You can't see her. Oh, she's like all up in there. And now she's off the camera. You've moved her.
She moved herself.
Stacy says, tastes like chicken.
Mushrooms?
I don't know. I don't know what tastes like chicken. Marty? I didn't say it. Don't look at me like that.
I mean, I've heard iguana tastes like chicken. But she's an agama, not an iguana, so she may taste like pork.
Larry, if we have baby beardies, maybe. Larry says, did you get a new camera? Looks different.
No.
No, we just discovered that we could do it in 1080.
Yeah, so we used to get 1080 for StreamYard because we
canceled, and they reached out and they were like, why did you cancel? And we're like, because this other one is cheaper and it gives us 1080. And they were like, well, we'll give you 1080 for the price of this other one. And we're like, okay. So we had it for like a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then once that time passed, it went back to 720. But apparently this level that we're at now is now the lowest level is 1080 or the.
But we didn't know that.
But we didn't know.
So when we reset everything in the studio with the computer and stuff is set, mostly set up. The camera isn't completely set up, but yeah, I was playing with the settings and it's like, hey, it'll let us do 1080. So that's why the camera hopefully looks better. This is not the background. That was the other thing you missed. This is a green screen because the background's not ready yet. It is a work in progress behind the green screen.
Maybe next week.
Hopefully.
We've got big plans.
That was like a valid attempt to eat my finger, Marty.
She really wants worms.
She wants worms bad.
Do you want me to go get the worms?
She's like, I usually get worms when I'm out here. You should get her some worms. Just fill a cup.
Oops.
Just fill a cup with worms.
A cup?
Yeah, don't bring the whole big shoebox in here. This girl needs some worms. Mushrooms are pythons. Everything tastes like chicken. Pythons probably do taste like chicken. I don't know. Very clear images. That's good. That's good because the 1080 should do that. It should make it clear, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But it is what it is. So, yeah. And knock on wood, our internet's working tonight. So I don't know if that has something to do with us unplugging and plugging things in, or we're just lucking out. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. She is very photogenic, Larry. Marty is she's quite photogenic. Yeah. You're a photogenic lizard. Mama's getting you some worms, okay? Okay? All right. She's very excited. She told me. What? Very excited? Yeah? You lick my ear? Lick my ear? No? You're like, that's disgusting? Get your ear out of my face? Okay. That's cool. That's cool. No judgment. Oh, here we go. Worms.
I even put
Oh,
calcium on them.
some vitamin worms there. That is a happy lizard now. You want another one? Let me just see if I can get the tongue on camera, because this lizard,
She's got a tongue.
she's got quite the tongue. Come on. Oh. Oh.
Ew. Oh.
You.
Ew, it like gooped all over.
Do you see the tongue on this lizard? Here. Look at that. Look at that tongue.
It's not forked.
No. It rolls though.
Yeah.
It kind of holds on to
Mhm.
things.
Larry said, please keep me in mind in regards to baby dragons. I mean, it would be a while.
I don't know what the rules are for crossing national borders too, but
yeah, because whatever, is Marty old enough
oh
to, yeah.
Yeah, she's old enough.
But we don't know what age this male will be.
He'll be too young, probably. I mean,
Right, but we don't know
imagine.
what male, we don't
No.
know which one we're getting.
Right. That's it. I'm sorry to say.
I didn't go crazy.
There is, Larry, there is a guy that we sometimes watch. He's not our favorite reptile YouTube guy, but we do like him. And his channel's called Wiccan's Wicked Reptiles. He's a good guy, and he does some fun videos. Just some of his stuff's a little clickbaity, but he does good. His content is solid.
Oh, Stacy says Carnival internet prices go up tomorrow, so if anybody needs it for a cruise, buy it tonight.
For what now? For
cruises, Carnival
just cruises
internet
in
prices.
general.
Do we want internet on the group cruise? We might.
That's an interesting question.
We
I was
might.
going to say no, because we'll be with all our friends and we don't need to be on.
Yeah, but it's a long one.
And we may want to like report on what's happening, but and we'll want to be able to we can do the communicate thing for like $5. We could. I mean, if somebody will have internet, I don't know.
The drink package just went up.
Did it?
Yeah. I wish I would have known that before, because we were looking at getting it and I would have just done it. Larry says, we have a dragon breeder here in British Columbia. I would love one from Marty's line. Yes, I watch a few reptile channels. You suggested a couple channels.
Our favorite is probably Snake Discovery and Clint's Reptiles. Those are our favorites.
Dave Kaufman.
Dave Kaufman's really.
Dave Kaufman.
And we got to meet him. So that was
which was so
extra
cool.
Bonus. He's a very tall man.
He is a very tall man. Like, that's what we walked away and I said, he's tall.
He's very tall. Yeah, those are probably our three favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I can think. Yeah.
We used to watch Rose City Reptiles.
Yeah, but he's just tegus.
I know, he's just tegus, and
we're not allowed to have tegus in Florida anymore.
Yeah.
So.
I have a random question for you all. Wine. I have this port bottle. I shouldn't drink any more of it. Its top is smaller than a typical cork. Any ideas how to seal it or close it so that I can finish the bottle instead of throwing it away? That's all. Larry says the US dollar is up for us. Our dollar is only worth 60 cents. Holding off on making payments on a cruise.
Bummer. Hopefully it won't get worse.
Yeah. And we need you on this cruise.
That's right.
That's why we booked it so far in advance.
That's right.
Les says, it's showtime, Kimbra. I was told I can't drink anymore.
I'm just saying, I don't want you to feel ill tomorrow.
Right now,
we have to get up early and do things.
Right now, I'm feeling great and hot.
Mm-hmm.
Stacy says plastic wrap and a rubber band.
Oh, that's a good
I
idea.
thought about that.
That's a
Does
good
it
idea.
feel the same though?
It
Is it the
should.
same as like a cork?
I mean, plastic wrap and a rubber band is probably a pretty tight seal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any more worms.
Marty has a lot to look at tonight.
She's looking at me like, give me more worms. I don't have any more worms.
We gotta clean out our worms.
There's no more worms.
Larry said switch to rum punch, Kimbra. Only on cruises, Larry. I don't typically like rum punch. Rum punch is one of those things that I drink when it's free. And in that case, I really like rum punch. That's what they had on the Bimini excursion too, isn't it? Rum punch.
Yeah, I think so.
That one was fun.
Was it? They had probably had Aruba Arribas in the one we were on with Larry.
I think it was rum punch.
I mean, they probably had multiple things.
I don't know what I had. I had whatever they were.
Aruba Arriba. It might have been rum punch. They probably had like 3 different drinks or something that they were offering.
Well, Larry, I'm planning to get the drink package on the group cruise. So, and I don't know about excursions. I don't know if we've looked at really any excursions that include drinks like they did on the Aruba.
I don't think
excursion.
so. I don't think there will be on this one because, well, San Juan will be getting pina coladas, but that's not a.
But probably just like one.
Yeah, probably. And then Princess Key.
We'll just be sitting around.
The drink package doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know about. I'm looking back like it's back.
Yeah, like what are you looking at? St. Thomas?
St. Thomas. Yeah, we probably won't do it. There probably won't be like a drinking kind of excursion. Although you can get there's like a couple drinks that they're famous for in St. Thomas.
Yeah, but we were looking at that underwater scooter thing.
Right, but we could still like import potentially.
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be like a drink package or a drink, thing. It'd just be buying a drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know about St. Kitts. Is that the other one? St. Kitts?
St. Martin.
St. Martin. Get those.
I don't know what we're doing
Yeah,
there.
I don't know.
Hey, JT.
There he is. We're like, did he already leave?
Larry says, I don't drink enough to get to the drink package. We don't either.
No, we don't. We really don't.
But
especially on a longer cruise.
But I find, and for this specific cruise, I don't want to like think about it or worry about it. But I find that when we don't have the drink package, like I just don't want to think about it. I want to just cruise. And if I want a drink, I want to get a drink. I mean, that's kind of what we did for the wedding cruise. And with this one, we're going to be with like a bunch of friends and we just want to have a good time.
Yeah. But yeah, we lose money when we buy the drink package.
We do. But, let's see. Gideon just got back from Orlando Airport. D&J was just on a Margaritaville ship out of Tampa, and they liked it. Yeah, they were on, I think, 2 cruises before us.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. Stacy says the Bushwhacker.
Yeah, Bushwhacker, and then there's also like a banana something. The Bushwhacker is the one that they like invented, but there's also like a what is it called? It's something with bananas that they're like that people get when they're there all the time.
Yeah.
Both of which I like. The Bushwhacker is very good. Have you had a Bushwhacker?
No.
It's got chocolate in it.
Well, I like chocolate.
Yeah, it's rum. It's a rum and chocolate, and I forget what else is in it. But and the other one, it's not like a banana. What is it called? Somebody knows. What's the banana drink in St. Thomas? And people go up. They take that ski lift thing up, and they get a banana daiquiri. Is it a banana daiquiri? Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, they get those up there, but you can get them down at the bottom too, I think.
Larry says, waiting to hear that D&J has booked this cruise. Yeah, we reached out to them.
They're aware of it.
Yeah, they know about it.
They didn't say no.
They said that they didn't have anything booked at that time yet,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't mean anything.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went on our group cruise because they like us, we like them, we get along very well. But I don't. They won't probably know for a little while because their cruise situation is much more complicated and in flux.
No,
So.
JT says it's a banana daiquiri.
Yeah,
I thought it was called something else.
No, it's a banana daiquiri.
JT, question. In St. Thomas, the excursion with the underwater scooter thing, did they do like rum punch or drinks on the way back?
I don't think you take a boat there.
Oh, you don't take a boat to it?
I don't think so. Because the scooters aren't going to be on a boat.
Why not?
I think they're like at a dock or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
Stacy says we rode the lift up to the top of St. Thomas and ate lunch up there.
Oh, cool. I didn't know they had food.
Yes, you take a boat. See?
Oh, okay. All right. You take a boat and then the scooters are on the boat?
Why wouldn't they be?
Because they're big and bulky and heavy?
Big boat.
Okay. All right.
Larry says, I cruised with them on my first cruise. Amazing people. Yeah, they're very nice people.
Yep.
JT, I was drinking some port wine and Matt cut me off. Larry says, will there be group excursions? So what we'll do is we'll kind of put together what we're planning to do, and we'll make a little flyer thing because we always like to make things pretty. And we'll put it out there and be like, hey, this is what we've booked. If you want to do the same thing, feel free to book it. We would love to have you.
That's kind of how we roll, Larry. We just say there are certain times when we will be in these places, and if you are interested in doing those things with us, then be in those places. And those are like official ones that we'll definitely be at, or we'll let you know if we're not. And then other than that, people are welcome to hang out with us. Like, we're not, I don't think on a group cruise we've ever been like, we need some alone time, but we'll be more not sporadic, but like the rest, we'll only plan like a maybe one or two things typically on a day that are like really planned out.
And if we hang out,
everything else will be
of that.
Yeah, everything else will be like, we don't know what we're gonna do, so we'll do things on the fly. And of course, it's a group cruise. Everybody's welcome to do what we do, but also we don't want anybody to feel pressured to do what we're doing. So, people can go off and do their own thing. They can do as much or as little with us as they want to, and we welcome. We want people to have fun. That's our goal. But our goal on a group cruise will be to hang out with people. So we won't probably be looking for like, we got to get away from these people. We'll be looking for the interaction as well.
No alcohol, JT says, on the excursion.
Yeah, they usually, if you're going to be in the water doing.
Yeah, but on the way back they usually do.
Oh yeah,
that's what I mean.
If it's probably not as far of a trip as I don't know. Maybe I have a total misunderstanding of. But to me, it seems like most of the stuff in St. Thomas is pretty close to shore.
Les says D&J are going on a 100-day cruise and then an 80-day cruise. If I'm not mistaken. Wow,
that's awesome.
Yeah. JT says WTH cut HT off.
Yeah, because I want her to be functional tomorrow. Right, Marty?
And Larry says, I love that catamaran snorkel excursion, but open to others. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And we've looked at some stuff, but they don't have a lot of excursions available just yet for this cruise. So still keeping an eye out. And Les says, fantastic, are fun people on a cruise. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Ditto.
But what I find about group cruises is that the doing excursions and all that stuff is great. And I like that. But really the highlight of group cruises that I've done is just is just hanging out with people, having conversations and sharing food, sharing drinks, sharing experiences, whether that be sitting around on the deck or snorkeling or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just eating dinner, whatever. It's just fun, building relationships, hanging out with people. That's what I like about group cruises.
Yeah.
And I love that on group cruises, usually people that went on the group cruise because they know the people hosting the group cruise meet other people that they don't know or don't know well, and they end up building relationships. I think that's really cool. I've done that myself, and I've enjoyed seeing other people do that.
I've honestly, so on our last or first group cruise, we had a couple join us that booked because of some of our listeners from the podcast. And then those listeners ended up not being able to come, but that other couple still came. And they ended up booking this cruise as well because we ended up having like they're divers and they don't like watch us regularly, but I feel like we ended up having that connection with them in a way. So that was really cool to get to meet people that wouldn't have probably cruised with us otherwise.
Right.
But it ended up working out that they did. And now we get to cruise with them again.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Let's see. Larry says we are both water people. You know what, Larry? I just want to say I'm very excited to meet Ananda. I feel like you're the voice of Ananda in the background. But I feel like I'm gonna really like Ananda. Stacy says, fantastic cruising. You'll have your security team stand down and let people talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Judy says, we walked down the dock and around the corner to get on the boat. Took about a 20-minute ride to the spot. Scooters were on the boat.
Okay.
Cool. And Stacy says, we've got 4 cruises before the group cruise, so haven't even looked at excursions yet.
Yeah, we'll figure all that out as we get closer to it.
Let's see. There's Sean.
Hello, Sean. G'day. G'day.
Oh, Larry says that's what she says about you, Kimbra.
Aw.
It's funny because I'm one of those people. Like I see people that's like couples hang out, and it's like the guys and the ladies. And for us, we don't have like a huge group of friends, but it seems like it's always like Matt and the guys and me. I mean, we did have on our last group cruise, we did have a couple moments where it was like I was with the ladies, and I love that because
I don't say the conniving vaginas, isn't that
right? But it's just not something that I normally have in a regular, life.
Right.
But I'm really excited that I have that like for cruising, and when we go on a group cruise, I'll be able to be like, see ya, Matt. I'm gonna hang out with my ladies.
Wow. Is that what you want?
I mean, I love you, but I just don't have that.
That's fine. The boys can hang out.
Whatever.
Oh, now it's whatever. Echo bump. You're very quiet.
Because you just like shut me down on my ladies thing.
I didn't shut you down on your ladies thing.
No, you hurt my feelings.
This is why she's cut off.
Larry says Ananda doesn't always watch YouTube, but she catches lives once in a while. Your channel and a few others catch her interest. Besides, she wants to meet Marty. Well, Marty wants to meet her too. And maybe Marty's boyfriend if we can find one. Maybe we'll have Marty babies. We're hoping
we could by then. Yeah, we could by then actually, because they grow up so fast, don't they? Remember when you were just a little bitty lizard?
She was so she fit like
she was like
on my shoulder.
She was like Like that big?
I can't
when
put her on my shoulder. I mean, I can put her on my shoulder,
you
but
were
it
like
just
you were this big, Marty. You were this
trying to squeeze
big.
her face. Now she's big dragon. Oh, JT's out. See you, JT.
Have a good cruise.
Have a good cruise.
Enjoy your cruise.
Let's see. Sean says, grow up, Matt, and grab some balls. Oops, wrong discussion.
That's what the boys are going to do. We're going to be grabbing some balls. Oh, wait, that's a different cruise. Oh, his grandson's calling him.
Yeah, hopefully this cruise doesn't get chartered out by the nude cruise.
I don't think it will. I don't think that the ship we're going on does that. So.
Yet. Margaritaville's doing some interesting like chartered cruises. I know they're doing the dog one. I feel like I saw another one that they're doing, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't know. I just know about the dog one.
Yeah. I don't remember what I saw. Whatever, I guess it doesn't matter.
Now, if they did a lizard one,
Who would you take?
probably Marty.
Only?
The other lizards don't want to go on a cruise.
No?
No.
You don't think Pistachio wants to go on a cruise?
No. He's cool when he's here, but if you took that lizard to another location, he'd be like high strung, high stress. Yeah.
What about Marty's boyfriend?
Well, we'd probably be the same as Marty, most likely.
So you'd have to choose.
Take them both.
Oh, we each take one?
Yeah.
Les says no on the cruise right after the dog cruise.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with that. Mm-mm.
You'll be like walking around and find like the secret spot that the dog peed or pooped and they didn't get cleaned up. Marty, your belly's dark. Is it shed or just dark?
Her belly's not dark. That's her pattern. She got a little bit of pattern on her belly.
You got belly pattern?
She got a belly pattern. Not a lot, but she's got a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, she does have shed on her stomach though. What? So look at that. Whoop. That side's dark. That's where she needs to shed.
I'm got
sorry, Marty.
Shed in her face that needs to come out. When you flipped her upside down, I saw it.
In her space?
Right.
Her cloaca?
Yeah.
Do you really need to pull shed out of the lizard's cloaca while we're doing our live? I'm sorry, Marty.
Sorry. Stacy says lizard on the loose. Larry says there's Marty hibernate. Can't.
Not really.
Can't the name of it. So brewmate.
Brewmate. No, I mean, there's different species of bearded dragon, and I'm sure there are species that go through a cold enough winter period that they would go through brumation, but this species, at least in human care, that's not really a thing that happens with them.
I'm sorry, Marty. Did I embarrass you?
She doesn't put her head on camera anymore.
Stacy says Marty feels violated.
Right. She should.
I'm sorry, Marty. Please forgive me. Here, get your head up. She's a little upset with me, isn't she? She's hiding her face. So what are you all doing this weekend? We're going to Repticon, and then we're doing animal things. I'm going to try and get a gecko cage together.
Yep.
We're going to move some animals.
Mom and dad embarrassed her. More mom, really embarrassed her.
You turned her upside down. I wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't for you.
Hibernating if it stays cold. Well, so I'm gonna get sciencey on you here, Larry. Reptiles don't.
That's not Larry.
That wasn't Larry that said that?
This is Les.
Oh, Les. Reptiles don't hibernate; they brumate if they do anything at all. Which the difference is, if a snake or lizard is going through brumation, where they're inactive because it's cold, and it gets warm for a day, they'll maintain that activity or pick that activity up. A truly hibernating animal will not. They will not until it's time for them to come out of hibernation. So it's a little bit more sophisticated, I guess you could say. But there are some lizards that do go through brumation, whether you like it or not, like the tegus.
I think Les was saying that that's what they're doing this weekend.
Oh, they're hibernating. That's valid because they're in Florida.
As I'm rereading what's there,
and
I'm
getting all nerdy science guy. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Les. Stay out of that frigid Florida air.
Stacy says they're getting new tires on Gina's car.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah.
We need to get an oil change.
We do need to get an oil change.
Larry says living in a small remote town where it rains a lot, not much to do here. I recommend you watch some cool videos. Les says making a mini gingerbread house set.
Oh, that's fun.
That's fun. I have never made. I did for Halloween one year. I did like a haunted house thing, like a chocolate cookie haunted house.
Okay.
Yeah. Sean says live in 30 minutes. Lunch with mom tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Then ship watching at Station Pier.
Oh, fun.
Getting our budgie smugglers ready for Christmas and New Year.
That's right.
So
it's a hot time for you guys.
I'm gonna throw this out here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Sean, we have a group cruise in 2026. Maybe you and Alana can travel to the States and go with us.
Fly over to the States.
I mean, it's plenty of time away. There's time to plan.
It's valid.
I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Yeah. Valid.
Les says that's true, but I also like the increased knowledge I picked up. Larry says I'm okay with the nerdy science.
I mean, so to be fair, like bears don't really hibernate. The whole Yogi the Bear thing is a misnomer. They do brumate though. So.
The tired is kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Whatever.
Your eyes are getting droopy.
No, they're not.
Oh, yes, they are.
Let's see. Stacy's never made a gingerbread house.
I don't know if I have either. Well, I have, but not a very good one.
We should make a gingerbread house for Marty.
We can make it out of worms and lettuce.
I don't know. Is there some sort of something? Can we take like the dehydrated worms that she likes and turn it into like sheets of something?
No, I don't think so.
Like put it together with honey or something?
No.
She can't eat honey, can she?
Probably not. Not a lot of it.
Sean says it's a thought. However, we will be stateside for the R&R cruise and are planning another DUC cruise in 2027.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Well, just think about it. That's all.
Sorry, Marty.
Get those missing systems going off.
Well, we're a lot of excitement and fun.
Not really. We're pretty boring.
What time is it? It's 9:30.
It's only 9:30. We've got lots of time to kill, and I don't know how. R&R is in 2025. Your cruise in 2027. This group cruise in 2026.
There you go.
Perfect, Sean.
It's just your annual United States trip.
There you go.
Easy peasy, right?
You could always join us on the R&R cruise.
We have the same problem you have getting to the United States, though.
No, that one's here.
I know, but I'm just saying. But we don't have the money or the time or the resources. We need more resources.
Stacy likes your hat.
Thank you. Yep, I got that in St. Augustine. It's got the real historical skull and crossbones there. Do you approve, Marty? She's like, I don't know what you're doing right now. What are you doing with her?
Picking her up. Is that okay?
I don't know. It depends on what you're going to do.
I'm going to hold her.
Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
She's going to hold onto my hand. She grips.
She's a gripper. She doesn't want you to drop her.
I'm not going to drop
She
her.
saw you drink that wine.
Whatever. She's precious. Get her grip my hand. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, long flight. Yeah, lots of money. Her name is Ornelas, not Onessa.
Larry says, I just bought an Andy cap or flat hat for my grandson's first birthday.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I like flat caps. Most of my hats are that style. They either that or baseball, I guess, but I like them both. I really like this hat. I've been digging this hat since we got back from St. Augustine. I've been wearing it on quite a bit.
I can't wear hats. My head's too small.
Yeah, you'd have to have little baby hats.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Marty.
Why are you apologizing to Marty?
Because you're like picking at her.
Whatever. Well, that's not really what I was going for. Now y'all get to see her butt.
Whoa, careful.
Wasn't really what I was going for either. Anita says Ed's favorite hat is his princess cap we got on our first cruise.
Yeah, okay.
Anita says I look horrible in hats. I noticed that Kimbra is woman handling Marty.
Woman handling?
There you go. She's telling you secrets.
They are pretty good. They are pretty grippy. Like I used to teach at a science center, and we had the bearded dragons, and I would stick one on my back, and I would walk out of the other room where the class was. I'd stick it on my back, and then I'd walk in. The bearded dragon would be like clinging to the back of my shirt, like not like on my shoulders, on the back of my shirt. And I'd walk through the room and say, did anybody see that lizard? I was looking for a lizard. And they'd be like, is that? And then I'd be like, where is it at? It's right there. That was kind of fun. We always used to put him on the floor too. If it was a male, he would run up, like the kids would be in a circle or something. He'd run up to him and he'd do the head bob thing. He wasn't aggressive or anything. He just was territorial. But you could just pick him up, just like Marty. He was super sweet.
Larry says, do they dig in with their nails?
They're not.
They're really
not bad. Yeah.
I mean, they've got nails, and they're not like.
They're sharp.
They're
sharp.
Not,
yeah.
But it's different than.
Like if you tried to, if you tried to hold Churro the iguana,
his nails will like slice.
Even if he's just walking around on you, they'll cut you up a little bit. But
Marty doesn't really do that. I mean, you can feel them, of course, and yes, if she's like clinging to your neck or something, you can feel it, but it's
real subtle.
Not that bad.
Yeah, it's not going to leave a mark.
No, it's not going to slice your skin
unless you have
open.
Like super sensitive skin, it's not going to do that. Or if you you'd have to like rip the dragon, which would not be a very nice thing to do. But yeah, they're not, and also like Like Marty lives on sand and rock with mixed with some other things, but that actually helps when she walks around. It helps to naturally kind of give her little pedicures to keep her nails from being super sharp. 'Cause she can't really trim nails very much on most lizards because they're quick. Their quick goes like all the way down to the end. So it's real tricky unless they're excessively long. It's real tricky to trim them without hitting that quick. And you don't want to hit the quick because that's where the blood vessel is. But like this, her like it's like it sticks, but it's not like,
Doesn't hurt.
no,
It's not gonna leave a mark.
no, not even a little bit.
Yeah. So I love all of our animals, but I think bearded dragon is definitely like one of the best pets ever.
Yeah, if you're just wanting a reptile that's a pet, that's it. Other than the snakes, because I think the snakes are pretty valid in that regard too.
Yeah, but it's different. Like,
I mean,
I don't know.
she's definitely going to give you more anthropomorphic vibes, whether they're earned or not. I don't know, but
I mean, I got some. I had Hedwig, the hognose snake, out earlier, and he gave me some.
Yeah,
he gave me some attitude.
Yeah, but he's a baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, definitely like the other lizards are more hobbyist kind of relationships. If you're just generically wanting a pet lizard, you're not like into reptiles, then I would say bearded dragons are one of the best choices you could make.
Larry said, her nails look feminine.
Well, she is a girl. She does present as a female.
He said, "Oh my gosh, she is so cute looking at the camera."
That's your toe. Don't eat your toe. They're not the smartest lizards, to be fair, but she's pretty smart.
I mean, she knows when she's hungry. She knows us.
Oh yeah, she definitely knows us.
I might be wrong in this, but I feel like there are often times that she reacts differently, like in her
Have a good one,
cage,
Sean.
when I'm around than when Matt's around. Like I think there's a definitely.
Well, you're the one that usually gets her out, so she may see you and that trick. Yeah, no.
But there's even been times like she sat on your lap, and if I've walked away, you said that she's reacted.
Yeah.
Like I would say that there's definitely now when I pick at her shedding skin, she doesn't like that.
No, she doesn't.
But I definitely think there's a different connection with me and her and you and her. I don't know.
You think, Marty?
Maybe I'm wrong.
She's pretty chill.
Well, I'm not saying she's not chill.
I mean, you interact with her more often, so she probably has more trust with you than me, but she's pretty trusting lizard.
Well, yeah, I mean, anybody could just pick her up.
She's a pretty comfortable lizard.
Yeah.
That's the thing with reptiles.
I can't believe you'd never had a bearded dragon before.
Well, that's because I worked at a reptile store. We bred them. I worked with them every day. But I was more interested back then in more unusual and exotic things. I wasn't looking for pets then. I was looking for, it was more of a hobby for me. I didn't have a lot of connection to the animals that I kept for the most part.
And I changed that for you?
I mean, that's changed with me somewhat. I just have a different perspective on it these days, but I still I'm definitely not as connected to like the tricolor hognoses as I am to the monitor or the water cobras. So, and part of that's what they give back.
Yeah.
The hognoses are like, we just want to live under the ground.
My hognoses are very different.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm talking about the tricolor.
I know. I mean, my hognoses are hissy little drama snakes.
Yeah.
But you pull them out and they're like, I just want to say we did some rearranging of the reptile room, and Matt was holding Tiger Lily while I was redoing her space. And she is like, I know some of you don't like snakes, but she is so freaking cute. Like, I love Hedwig, But there's something about Tiger Lily. She's got like, there's something extra cute about her.
She's little.
Is that what it is?
She's just little. She's also orange and white instead of tan and white, but I think it's just because she's little.
I think she's got a cuter face.
Because she's little. She'll look the same as Hedwig when she gets bigger.
Larry says, I was following a beardy Facebook group. I left the group because almost every picture was someone sharing their bowel movements or other gross images.
Why?
Oh.
Why would they do that?
Stacy says, Marty's like, whatever, just give me a worm.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You know who Marty likes the best? Who gives her the worms? Okay, this eye is open. I can see the other eye closed on the camera. Now it's open.
Might be the light.
Well, the eye that closes isn't facing the light.
I don't know. Maybe it's this light down here because it's kind of in my eyes.
At least you're not a leopard gecko. Leopard gecko, you look in the ear and out the other side, and you can see light shining through.
If we have another beardy, are they both going to be on the live?
As long as they get along, they could be. Yeah.
We're going to have to get a bigger pillow.
Well, yeah, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how they get along.
Larry says it was owners who were concerned with the viscosity of the bowel movement.
Oh, so they're just, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why. But yeah, I see enough reptile poop in my daily life. I don't need to see it on Facebook. I deal with a lot of poop.
Yeah.
Lots of poop.
I'm in
Between work and home.
A hognose snake group, and somebody had posted. People post all the time that their hognose snake's not eating, which I've gone through many a times. Just recently with Tiger Lily, and I gave a suggestion on what we've done with both Chamoy and Tiger Lily. And she tried it, and then she commented back like a few days later, and she was like, "It worked, thank you." It was just cool that somebody like tried that suggestion and then actually came back and responded about their success. And then like 2 days later, somebody posted like the exact same question.
That's the internet.
And I considered posting it again, and I was like, nah.
Somebody else.
Larry says, any plans for a black mamba? Probably not.
Nope. I'd like to stay alive. I've worked with green mambas on a very, very limited basis. And that is in the sense that I had a friend that worked with mambas. And whenever he would do anything major, there were a few of us he would invite over to help him work his mambas. Mambas are kind of scary snakes. Cobras, no problem. Cobras are pretty chill. Mambas, nope. Taipans, nope.
Matt's not allowed to do venomous things like he did when he was young anymore because I say no. The most venomous thing he's allowed to be around is his false water cobras.
I mean, your hognose might be more venomous than my water cobra.
You think?
It's controversial.
Yeah, but yours has a bigger mouth.
That's true.
If mine bites you, it's like not really gonna.
I mean, they both have to chew on you for a while before anything would happen.
Okay.
I enjoyed working with venomous, but
yeah. Larry says there's a YouTuber who just died from a mamba bite.
Yeah, he's from South Africa.
I think he was Australian.
No, he's South African.
Dingo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen him a little bit on some stuff.
Yeah.
Larry says your water cobra is very cool looking. We have two.
Yeah, the male's getting big.
Yeah, he's getting an upgraded home this weekend.
I'd get the female out, but she would probably try and eat Marty.
I mean, I can put Marty away. That's up to you, but I can put Marty away.
We only have 13 minutes left.
We do.
No.
And we'll lose less if you do that.
We've lost most people anyway.
We sure
Down
have.
to 6. So
I don't even know who's still in here. Larry. I know Larry's still in here. How long can you keep a beardy out like you are?
As long as the environmental conditions are within the parameters.
And that they don't show any like health
Yeah,
issues.
I mean, it's just a matter of whether they're comfortable with it, which most bearded dragons are pretty comfortable with
Right.
it. Like right now in this house, it's probably like 75, which is what it would be in her habitat. We couldn't keep her out like this all day because she needs her UVB and
I
she
mean,
needs
we
her.
have left her out for
Yeah,
many
but
hours.
we can do that day after day. Like she needs her heat.
Right.
She needs her basking heat of like 110, 115 degrees. She needs access to that throughout the day, and she needs UVB. Other than that, you could have her out like this for hours every day, and she'd be just. If we had a UVB and basking light, she could just hang out out
Yeah.
here. She probably would, honestly.
We have like a little playpen that has a cypress knee in it, and I'll usually throw in some worms, and she'll eat those, and then she'll crawl up on that cypress knee and just sit there for hours.
Yeah, the 60s is too cold during the day. I mean, their temperature drops into that in their native habitat. So at night, that's probably okay. Although I'd maybe give them a little heat just
Yeah,
because.
just say to be out as long as what we leave
But-
Marty out in the 60s.
Yeah, during the day, you would have to give them some supplemental heat if they were. Now, if they're sitting on your lap, that is a little bit of supplemental heat, but still like more than like half an hour or so, I'd probably put them back. Or just have like a portable heat light that you can
Right.
get out, and they just hang out under that
Yeah.
and soak it up.
Just a space where they could go. I mean,
Doesn't take much
we see
to give
people
them to heat up a little
that
space.
let their dragon like run around the house.
Yeah, I'd be leery of that.
I would too.
Unless you really have a.
But they also have Larry has a cat.
Well, yeah, that wouldn't go well. You could theoretically, you could lizard proof your house and make it safe, but that'd be a lot.
Yeah, but if you had like a little pin area or a little space with like a space for heat, so if they wanted to get over to the heat, they could do so.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Ed says, I'm still here. Stacy says, Black Mamba, dead YouTuber, sounds like a murder mystery. Nita says, we're still here. Stacy says, all the important people are here.
Yeah, this guy was often.
Les says, we're still here.
He was often considered or called the YouTube South African equivalent of Steve Irwin because he did a lot of conservation work and stuff. He did handle a lot of venomous snakes, and he did it with kind of a cavalier attitude. I mean, he knew what he was doing, but knowing what you're doing, working with mambas, most people that work with snakes like that, unless they're doing like what zoos do, where they're hands off, which is possible, they end up getting bit at some point. And he had an allergic reaction to it, so he was allergic to antivenin, so he couldn't even take the antivenom. And you're messing with mambas or taipans, and you can't take antivenom, and you get bit, you're in trouble. But I mean, it's his life. You weigh out the risks and you assess what's worth it for you, I guess. So I'm not judging the guy, but I don't work with mambas. So I'm just saying. Les says, we're frugal and cheap. House set at 65 winter, 81 in the summer. Whew, 81's warm. We let it get down to about what, 72 in the winter? 70, 72?
74 maybe.
74, then we get too cold. In the summertime, we kind of keep it 75 maybe.
At night, I think it's set to 75, 76.
During the day, sometimes it's like 80.
Yeah, 78 to 80.
But that's good for like most of our
Good for
animals
the animals.
most of our animals could take drops below 70, but
if the house gets too hot, the geckos will die.
yeah. So they're better off if we keep that temperature above 70 at night, but just or at or above 70. And then during the day in Florida, normally it'll get, even if it's not that warm outside, it'll usually, most of the time, it gets like into the low 80s inside, 78, 79, low 80s, which is great for the animals. Everybody's still there. They're just snuggling up in blankets.
Let's see. Stacy says you guys should set up a webcam on one of your reptiles. Maybe switch to a different one every so often.
We actually, funny you said that, because Kimber was looking at like Wi-Fi cameras on Black Friday. We didn't actually end up ordering
I
any.
should have. I was going
but
to, and then I didn't.
We thought about it, about doing that. I mean, most of our snakes would, well, I don't know. They might be out doing stuff during the day, some of them.
Weasley was out yesterday.
Most of our snakes are daytime diurnal snakes. And the Ackie monitor, she's usually asleep by the time I get home.
Pistachio.
Pistachio. He probably just sits there all day if we're not home.
You think?
Yeah. If we're home, he jumps at you, but we're not home, he just probably sits there. Because that's what the other male does. He doesn't want to be on us like Pistachio does. So
yeah,
he just sits on the leaf, goes to the food bowl, goes back to the leaf. It's a rough life, you know? I'm the only animal in the house, so it says. Yeah, Larry, I got a little Varanus acanthonuris, which is an Ackie monitor. She's young still, but she'll max out at like maybe that, about the size of Marty, but different.
Thinner.
Yeah, thinner.
More slim, kind of.
Yeah. And she's really cool. She's like the opposite of Marty, though. She's like super sweet. She'll climb out and climb onto my shoulder, but she's like high energy.
She doesn't sit like this.
No.
We wouldn't be able to put her down like this.
She's not like, she's pretty tame. She's pretty chill, but she's high energy. Like even her so Marty's basking site, we keep it around like 110, 115.
And she'll sit there all day.
All day long. She's under the basking. The Ackie monitor is at about 130 to 140. And she will be under the basking for like 5 minutes, and then she's gone. Then she's back, then she's gone, then she's back. Like she's super active lizard, very smart. Well, she may not be the smartest of the Ackies, but her species is pretty smart. She's very cool. I like her a lot. She's a really cool lizard. But yeah, if I could get her out and hold her, but she would be like busy doing. She wouldn't just sit.
She's squirmy.
Yeah, she never. Only time she sits is when she's sleeping. Even during the day.
She doesn't like you to wake her up.
No, she doesn't like that.
She's a little cranky.
Yeah. But she's really cool.
Oh, it's about time. Yeah.
It is about time. So we will sign off. Obviously, Down Under Cruisers are going to be gone. So if you guys are still looking for some online live stream action, head on over there. Give them your love. And other than that, we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully, we'll have this green screen down, and you'll see something new in the background. A new background.
What?
We'll see how much cruise stuff we can get worked into it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not. We'll figure something out. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.